Khamzat Chimaev versus Dricus Plessis is right around the corner, and the fans could not be more excited. But as the fight draws nearer, more and more interesting things have been coming into light. Apparently, the Russian fighter Khamzat Chimaev did not feel satisfied with the number of fighters and experts training alongside him in his Jackson training camp, and had to bring in another to fire up the pace. That person is none other than Anderson Silva, one of the greatest mixed martial artists. Moreover, as the days for the fight draw nearer, the fighters face immense pressure to perform at their best, leaving no stone unturned to achieve their goal for the ultimate win. Khamzat Chimaev, who has been documenting his training process through the Jackson channel, released his final training clips, leaving his fans in awe over his skills. Additionally, Khamzat has also released clips of his latest training sessions with Sam Calavita, a decision that took the UFC world by surprise. Known as Khamzat's secret weapon, Calavita has been training the Russian fighter to boost his strength and conditioning, while also working on his weak points, such as cardio.
15 seconds! 128, 128, you go for 128, run it, run it!
Furthermore, Khamzat has also been seen throwing hands at the training camp alongside TJ Dillashaw, who has not been quiet in praising Khamzat and his training abilities. TJ has been seen after a long while in the ring, and for fans and experts alike, it has been an exciting view to watch.
All right, as camp intensifies, people are always drilling and working on certain things. We're here at Schaub Performance Studio. Bernardo was running a jiu-jitsu class this morning, a grappling, a no-gi class. Khamzat team's here. TJ wants to get a little bit of smoke. Seeing TJ Dillashaw back in gloves on the same mat as Khamzat Chimaev is very exciting. TJ Dillashaw is world-renowned, known for his MMA IQ, a world champion who understands the game, who understands distance, understands control, understands movement. Seeing him work with Khamzat on Khamzat's team, just the back and forth, the dialogue they're having over certain techniques and certain strategies, I think is incredible. Khamzat comes over, hits him with the grace. They know that they're gonna get ready for a little bit of war. It's a continuous evolution, but you could tell it's intensifying. You can tell when new sparring partners show up, people are getting a little bit excited. We have some dogs here today, so we'll see PJ Dillashaw wants to work with, and then we'll go from there.
Got to do some training alongside Chimaev today. He's getting ready for a big title fight. I haven't been able to do much working out because of my shoulder, but was able to get in there today, feel loose, do some kickboxing drills, and felt real good to get back on the mat. I haven't done it in a while.
Moreover, commenting on the training camp and its facilities, TJ pointed out that the energy in the camp keeps everyone going, and the support system that the team provides while working out is something you can rarely find anywhere else. Dillashaw even commented on Chimaev, saying that he is in tip-top shape, having done at least 8 hard rounds while training for a day.
Whole team out here at the Jackson Media House doing his workouts, and everyone's behind him, everyone's supporting him. You can just feel the energy in the room. He's pushing hard rounds. I think he did like 8 rounds of mitts after he did grappling. So the guy's in tip-top shape, great grappling techniques he went over, and then, you know, crushed mitts. So he's definitely in championship shape already.
Additionally, talking about the camp and its goals, the creators of Jackson pointed out that their main goal is to make it a hub of training for winners. Khamzat, training harder than ever, has created an image for the camp that could potentially attract the best of fighters to join this facility.
We're really seeing this thing come together here at Jackson. We have Khamzat having a great camp here. We see him working hard every single day. We want to continue to get more people in here and make sure this place becomes a hub and a place where fighting's not naturally here, you know? We want to be the hub down here in Newport, be the destination for winners.
Furthermore, a training camp can't be complete without the coaches that allot their time and efforts to make it the best place for their fighters to perfect their skills in. One of the head coaches of Khamzat, Joachim Carlson, conducted a press interview explaining how it was to work alongside Khamzat and their plans for the fight ahead.
Training, no problem, go hard. Just go home, take a good rest, come back to the second session and really go hard. Had the food by plans, The weight is going good, no injuries, no nothing, so I can't complain.
Moreover, Joachim expressed the fact that while the world bashes Khamzat on his lack of cardio skills and his ability to get fatigued easily, it is important to note that you can't judge a fighter based on his skills 2 years ago.
Man, you can't compare Khamzat now this time unless like for 1-2 years ago it's totally different. He have a different strength and condition coach now, so it's a different level now. So I don't think it's fair to compare him to maybe 1-2 years ago. It's not the same.
According to him, the type of fighter Khamzat has become at the moment to go against Dricus is way too different than how he was years ago. In addition, Joachim pointed out the fact that Khamzat has also matured a lot by the years, as a fighter and as a person. The Russian fighter has been working out on time, listening to his coaches, following the schedule, and taking this fight way too seriously, even more than his previous ones. This goes to show how high the stakes are for the UFC 319 match.
Now it's easy. He has taken training more serious now and like giving a good dedication to what he does, because now it's serious stuff. It's coming up to championship fight, so he's been more serious about everything, taking care of nutrition, sleep, recovery and everything, so it's good.
Furthermore, while Khamzat's cardio is a common topic of discussion for experts to analyze, Dricus' unorthodox manner of fighting has also been under scrutiny by everyone. A question plagues the minds of the people: how will Khamzat, someone who fights by the rules, go against the fighter who does not have any rules to begin with? But Coach Joachim debunked this mystery quite easily.
So how do you exactly prepare for a guy who fights in such an unorthodox way?
We don't think of that so much. Think about what Khamzat can do. So it doesn't matter how DPP he fights. We don't care. We do it our own way.
In contrast to that, while Khamzat's coach highlighted the fact that they don't care about DDP and his fighting tactics, Dricus' coach had a different approach to the opponent of his fighter. According to Dricus' head coach, their goal isn't to try to run away from Khamzat and his attacks. Rather, it is to use the fighter's strategy against him. Talking against Khamzat, the coach went on to say that you can't expect to win a fight against Dricus du Plessis with mere wrestling.
Khamzat doesn't know what it is when people want to wrestle him. He's only facing guys who's trying to get away from his wrestling. We don't want to try to get away from his wrestling. We want to him up in his game. You can't think that you're going to beat my guy coming with one thing, and that's wrestling. That guy's one-dimensional. Have you seen his stand-up? I won't even give him a pro license for his stand-up. He doesn't present any problem for us. We are the problem.
Moving on, Khamzat's camp had been a hub for fighters and their trainings, but the most interesting aspect of the camp is when high-level champions from all across MMA drop by the camp to show support to Khamzat Chimaev and his upcoming fight. One of such fighters was Ilir Latifi, a heavyweight champion who has dominated the MMA scene for a while now. According to him, Khamzat would definitely take the win, since he has better skills and wrestling prowess than DDP.
This is the real gangster right here. This is the real Albanian gangster right here. This man, heavyweight monster. I told you look like Will Smith in Bad Boys.
No, he started. Okay, no, he started.
This is Khamzat's jiu-jitsu coach from Sweden, but he was born in the same town as Jansen in Brazil, so he's half Swedish, half Brazilian, like an Oreo, you know, like all different flavors. Then this is the real Albanian gangster. Let them know who you are, let them know what you did, let them know why you're here.
I'm here to support my boy, Khamzat, you know, getting this title. So it's been an amazing journey, and we're here in LA to finish the camp and go to Chicago and smash. He fought unorthodox fighters before, you know. DDP, he is a good fighter. He has heart, he has skills, he has everything. That's why he's a champ. And he's shown that a couple of times. So, you know, he has the skill set, you know. But Khamzat has everything to beat him. He has better wrestling, he has better striking, he has more heart, he's stronger.
Along with Ilir, Tarzan too dropped by the JAXXON training camp while Khamzat had been training just to see how everything was proceeding. According to him, he could feel the specific energy radiating off of everyone there. The camp was big, and even the people fighting there were no less, so he could see why they were aiming for gold in that camp.
And today, I came back, I saw a little bit of Khamzat's camp here. Man, just to be on the fly on the wall, seeing these guys train, big group, big team, big dudes that definitely have a different type of energy to them. And you can see why they're, chasing gold and have a world championship fight coming up. I think Khamzat's 14-0 now, and I'm pretty sure he'll be 15-0.
Moreover, Bear DeGidio, one of the directors of JAXXON Media, commented on the setting of the camp and highlighted the special points that made the camp perfect for Khamzat and his training. He went on to explain the way Khamzat spent his day-to-day life in the camp, highlighting how wall work and wrestling were key points in the Russian fighter's training. He even listed down the fighters who were alongside Khamzat in his training journey.
Camp. Today we have Brendan Schaub here, a lot of big dogs here, Pat Downey, Armin, Khamzat's getting ready. They're going to be doing live sparring today, so technically they've been doing like a technical sparring in the morning, and then they do like a drilling and more technical sparring at night, but normally this morning session is when they let the hands fly. Khamzat loves to do wall work, loves to kind of work on his wrestling and his technique. It's cool because he has multiple coaches helping him. Brendan Schaub's with Pat Downey kind of watching and getting like a good look of everything that's going on. Then he has the rest of his team coming in from, Switzerland and Sweden and Chechnya and Dubai. We have a pretty big squad. And as you can see, Arman is doing what Arman does best. He's stretching and he's staying focused. And he's an animal. And animals, they hunt in unique ways.
Furthermore, TJ Dillashaw commented on the specific environment of the camp as well, pointing out how the culture and people practically form the camp as a whole. According to him, everyone in the camp is supporting and pushing only one goal in the camp, which is for Khamzat to win the gold title. He claimed that the people in Khamzat's camp chase greatness, and that's what it's all about.
The culture of fight camp's real important. You kind of vibe with energies with your training partners, you push each other, you're all supporting a goal of one man winning a world title. And right now we have that big time in the Jackson Media House with Chimaev's whole group, right? He brings in his whole squad. They're all here trying to get better. They're all working out. They're pushing him. They're laughing. They're joking. They're having a good time. All chasing a goal of greatness. It's nice to be around that energy again and to feel that championship mindset.
In addition, even Brendan Schaub added his 2 cents, having witnessed the environment of the camp, claiming that the best way to describe the training the Russian fighter was undergoing would be by using the word intense. According to him, when he used to train, the camp routine was serious, but they also had fun alongside. But that's not the case with Khamzat's camp. Everyone is working hard and they're locked in.
What's up, guys? I'm Brendan Schaub. I fought in the UFC for quite some time. You might remember me from Ultimate Fighter 10, biggest season with Kimbo Slice, Rampage Jackson, Rashad Evans. And then I had a career in the UFC at heavyweight. It was a top 10 for a while. I come to Jackson, to do the media stuff like that. And Khamzat has his camp here and, Armin's here. If I had to describe it in one single word, it'd be intense. It's just their focus. I think maybe this is how they've always done camp. For my camp, it was serious, especially when you're like 2-3 weeks out. It was serious, but you still wanted a playful kind of vibe, energy where it's not so serious. They don't have that. Like, it's so intense, it's so serious. And he brings in these absolute killers that specialize in wrestling and jiu-jitsu and grappling. And, he just has these monsters. You can see why he's one of the best in the world. It's just really intense. That's the best way to put it.
In another instance, while grappling with a fellow fighter, Khamzat jokingly called out Dricus du Plessis, acting as if he were taking down his future opponent. This call out shows that the entire time the Russian fighter works out, he envisions his opponent in the ring, ready to show him what he's made of.
What'd you say, Dricus? Dricus.
Moreover, Khamzat was even seen imitating and mimicking Dricus du Plessis once, playing around messily and throwing hands around. He copied the messy and awkward style of Dricus, laughing alongside while imitating him. This is a style that not many experts and MMA analysts appreciate, even pointing out the fact that if Dricus loses this bout, it may be because of his unorthodox style of fighting. In the end, Khamzat Chimaev has made it clear to the entire UFC world that he is not taking this fight lightly, practicing and training to the fullest of his abilities. In fact, according to a lot of people, the Russian fighter has taken his skills to a whole next level, even more than his previous fights. What do you think? Has the Russian contender leveled up his game, or are people unnecessarily hyping the fighter up? What do you think about so many fighters backing Khamzat up? Does this show the true power of Chimaev? Or could this be a marketing scheme? Let us know in the comments below. And don't forget to like and subscribe to our channel to stay updated on the latest news.